original motivation? I remember my original motivation because I mean, you started when you were a sophomore. I didn't start getting money until I was a junior in high school. Mine was Jordans. What was your primary motivation in the beginning?
I think. Well, so at lunchtime, you want to take out your girl. You're not gonna ask your parents. You're not gonna ask your parents for some lunch money. So that's where it started. I'm like, I definitely need to start getting some more money here.
Especially with Egyptian parents, they're gonna be like, "What? Haram? No, hell no,
hell no.
Yeah,
$10 is enough for lunch.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I just want to be like Soldier Boy. I was like, give me the chain, give me the watch. Hey man, that's all it really was. But
you're there, man. You got the AP. And hey, I didn't even see, bro. You got a pendant coming?
Yeah.
This guy, bro. What's the FB stand for?
Oh no. That's actually one of Future's people's pendants. But mine's coming. It's gonna say Fresh.
So, okay.
Yeah.
He's a rapper.
But I ain't gonna lie, bro. Nigga got a Patek on though.
Yeah.
So he ain't playing with him.
Yeah, I both got Pateks. Well, I got this.
No, AP
watch.
and Patek.
Sorry. Yeah.
Way more, bro.
Yeah, Patek. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
See, I'm starting to learn about the luxury watches slowly through this guy.
You need one watch. Not iced out, obviously, but like regular watch. Plain Jane.
When I close these 3 real estate deals, then I will.
There you go.
All right, I'm under contract for 3 properties right now. Okay, so super chats real quick. Guys, thank you so much for the donations, by the way.
Shout to y'all.
We got okay, $5 from Clifford Charles. If Skippy comes back in January, thinner, groomed, improved, etc., you guys will hit that 1 million. Let's go. Thank you so much, bro. Yeah, we're in contact with Skippy. We are going to help him. Hopefully, he takes the advice, though. You can't force him.
Yeah.
Michael Meestroke, likes are free. Guys, please do a favor and like the video. That's why I got my Ninja Watcher shirt on. Fireball 12, 123D. Great to be back with my Fresh and Fit fam. Had to take a break and reform myself and started reading The 48 Laws of Power. What are your thoughts on that book? Great book. Check it out.
That book is
definitely
very, 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 very good, but be careful.
Be careful with that.
Because it can be used for dangerous
yes,
things.
It can be.
Yeah.
It can be.
Careful.
Drilla 279. Happy belated birthday, Fresh. Okay.
Thanks, G. Appreciate you.
And then $5 from El Baracho. Oh, I haven't seen you in a minute, bro.
For real.
Happy birthday, Fresh. Yeah. And then
Thanks,
Isaiah McCrimmon, originally from Canada, but currently in JC. Shout out. Thank you so much, Isaiah. Okay.
So, and shout out to, by the way.
Oh, new member, Andrew JP34.
Shout out to the Fresh Fit fan, bro.
So I guess the question is, what's a good way for someone that's new to get into trading? You would say.
So honestly, it's the same thing with anything. Like you said, you're more into real estate, crypto.
Mm-hmm.
It really falls into place where the first thing someone's thinking about is how can I make $1 million as fast as possible?
Okay.
So you kind of have to just put that to the side with anything that you're doing, because if you're just focused on the money the whole time, you're not going to have enough knowledge. You're not going to focus on the actual, characteristics or, the psychology behind becoming a crypto trader, a stock trader, a real estate agent. Everybody's just focused coming into anything to money. So first thing someone's going to think about instead of trying to learn, okay, how can I take the shortcut and get to that $1 million as fast as possible? So when people ask me and, how fast can I make $1 million or how fast can I make money in the stock market? I tell them to hold their horse and forget about the money and, try to become as knowledgeable as there's so many free, education nowadays, YouTube that we're on here. You have people on TikTok educating. I've seen so many great videos from other, people that there is no reason to pay for anything nowadays. Go on YouTube, go on Google, go on TikTok, go on Twitch, whatever the case may be. You don't have to, it's not like before where you had to find that one person selling $1,000 course.
Yeah.
You could start free, try to educate yourself as much as possible. You don't have to start right away. Just because you want to sell houses or flip houses, you don't need to start flipping houses tomorrow. That's what people don't get. So use the time wisely, become knowledgeable, and, focus on the back steps to get there instead of the money aspect.
Yeah, I would just say, just adding to that as well, like regarding courses, they put it for you in a package format.
Yeah.
So you got to find it piece by piece. That's why courses kind of have a reason behind it. But that being said,
courses are great.
But that being said, though, you can go on YouTube and learn a lot of stuff for free.
What the course basically does is it puts it in a nice compact area for you so that you can absorb it all at once versus because you're 100% right. You can find it all for free.
Yeah.
It's just that, are you willing to spend the time searching for it or whatever?
And then once
it's not in order.
Like you said earlier, if money's the motive, you're going to stop and give up. Like late nights working on learning by yourself at home. You know what I'm saying? The hard work it takes to even fail and get rejected. So you're right.
Yeah.
So because again, there's a lot of people out there that, might not necessarily know how the stock market works or anything. Can you give the guys a really quick, I guess, condensed version of what the stock market is, how it works, what are the basics that people need to know, maybe some basic terminology, some basics for someone that doesn't understand what it is?
So I trade stocks and options, but I'll go over, the general look for, people who don't know what's going on. So the stock market is just basically a whole bunch of public companies, companies that you guys know on a daily basis, whether it's Amazon, Netflix, Apple, Google. These are all companies on the stock market. They came on, they're basically, you're investing for the long-term older people. What they do in the stock market, instead of buying and selling every day, which is what I do, they come in and they buy long-term. Basically what you guys do with crypto.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So you buy and you invest into these companies for the long term. Apple in the past, couple of years, 1,000+%. Nvidia 1,000+, 5,000+%. Tesla's been, a crazy runner. So people come into the stock market and just invest for the long term into companies that they believe have a future. So if you believe electric cars have a future, what are you going to invest into? Tesla, NIO, all the electric companies. So that's really what the stock market is. As far as the day trading aspect, buying and selling every day, that's, an individual thing, whether, someone like me or someone else wants to do as a retail trader. Hedge funds do it, where during the day, whether we have, some news that pops off or a catalyst before a run, there's just so many things that go into day trading, and I do options. So options, you can use a smaller amount to make more money. So for example, Amazon, the stock is like $3,000, right? For example, so $3,000 with options, the contract is like $2,000. But with contracts, you can make a lot more. So for example, if you have one share of Amazon at $3,000 and it goes up $5, how much do you make? $5.
Yeah.
But if you have one contract of Amazon and it goes up $5, you can make $200. So that's why the option world is so, popular now, because people with smaller amounts in capital can make more money off of contracts.
Damn. So,
okay. All right.
So let me ease it up, because I see some confusing faces.
Because I'm legit like trying to learn on my own. Yeah,
all right.
Go ahead,
so
continue.
To keep it very simple, so we don't have to, there's a call side and there's a put side. So if you believe a stock's going to go up, you can buy a call.
Okay.
A call means you believe it's going to, go higher. You can buy different strike prices. We won't get into detail, but to keep it simple, a call side, if you believe the stock's going to go up, you'll buy a call contract. If you believe a stock's going to go down, you'll buy a put contract. So you can make money if you think the stock's going to go down and if you think it's going to go up. So you can get both sides.
Yeah, there's money to be made regardless.
And same thing with shares. Whether it's not contracts, you can short. I don't know if you guys ever heard that, but you can you can have negative shares and short the market or short any type of stock that you believe is going to come back.
The Big Short.
Yeah, if you watch that movie, it's a great movie.
Okay.
But yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I saw The Wolf of Wall Street, and I was like, all right, I something about penny stocks and frauding, and the FBI coming in and arresting them, you know what I'm saying, and the SEC. But okay, so you have something fresh?
No.
Okay, super chat real quick, Chris, or are we good?
Give me a second.
Okay. So, man, that
I got some research, bro. So contracts are better to go.
Yeah, so people for smaller accounts, higher percentage returns. Mm-hmm. But obviously with higher percentage returns, what does that sound? A little bit more riskier, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, with contracts, it does become more riskier, because let's just say that $5 move gave you 20% on the upside. What if it goes down $5? You lose 20% on your contracts. Mm-hmm. And contracts have expiration dates. So you can buy contracts that expire 3 months out, meaning you have longer time frame, but you're going to make less money if it moves to your direction. But if you buy a shorter time frame, I can buy it expires every Friday, unless the market's closed on a Friday. It'll expire Thursday, but it expires every Friday, and you can buy the closest Friday coming up, the Friday, the second Friday, or as far as people buy 2-year out contracts.
Oh wow.
Michael Burry from the Big Short, the doctor. Mm-hmm. So he actually bought puts on Tesla like 2 years out. He has 2022 contract,
assuming it's going to go down. Yep.
And he has like,
I'm writing this shit down.
He has like, I don't even know. It was like 500 million. I saw an article. It was crazy. But he's betting that Tesla is going to go bankrupt. So people like like that he's so big that people like that you wouldn't expect. And he has so much money betting against a particular stock, Tesla. And everybody, Tesla's very popular. It's still moving up.
So a put is going down, and what was going up again?
Calls.
Call is going up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All these terminologies, bro. Like
yeah.
How we're in the manosphere and the RP space is like red pill, blue pill is like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's rare. That's the first, because I mean everyone is like, oh, electric cars is the future. That's the first I've heard someone saying like, oh no, I'm betting against them.
Yeah, I think he's just betting against Tesla in particular, not electric cars in general.
Okay.
He's just trying to be a contrarian. Maybe another electric
Yeah,
car,
he
car
probably
company's
thinks
going to come up.
Volkswagen is going to handle their business or whatever the case
Gotcha.
may be.
Okay.
Okay. Interesting, man.